is Monday, March 18th, and this is the beginning of this week's reading vlog. So last week I did not give like the summary of everything that I read throughout the week because I just forgot. So I'm going to give the little recap right now of what I did last week. Anyways, okay, so I finished Caitlin's Mooring, which is an ebook. I don't have the copy with me. That one was 190 pages. I finished that. Wasn't my favorite. I think I was generous. I gave it like 3 stars because it did keep my attention. I mean, like, I didn't enjoy it, but it was the kind of book that I still wanted to keep reading it because I wanted to know what happened, but it wasn't even like I was like loving the book. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, that one was 190 pages. Not very long book. The next one that I read is Ensnare. So there is another one after this one. And this one I gave, I think, 4 stars. It was good. It's trying to think of how to explain it. It's a historical fiction, and I read where someone, I just put it in water. I read where someone had reviewed it, like after I was writing my review, and I was like, maybe that's cheating, I don't know. Sometimes I like to look at other people's reviews as I'm writing mine to be like, did I miss something? Like, am I off? Because I reviewed one book one time and I loved it, and then I started reading other people's reviews and they were like dogging certain things that like somehow I didn't catch. It was just that I don't know much about. Like, I can't say, oh, they weren't portrayed well because I don't know. Neither here nor there. Bottom line, with Ensnare, I had read a couple reviews and one person said that it's not, in so many words, they said it's not like the typical book that you would read from like that era, because normally it's like people that are, my dog's barking outside. One second. And now you're probably going to hear her little toenails clicking all over the floor. Anyways, normally you would hear it, like it would be the story of someone who is Jewish and is having to, overcome all these obstacles. But this book isn't like that. This is like the actual people of Berlin. It's about this girl, 15-year-old Ella. She is basically given the option, like she stays with her dad when other family goes crosses the wall and leaves. And so she stays with her dad who is sick, but then he ends up passing away. And she has to decide whether she's going to risk crossing the wall to get to her family, or is she going to, or does she embrace her new life and blossoming love that could be wrenched from her at any moment. It's about someone who is like from there and still, it's about their life after everything. Anyways, it was a different perspective, so I did really appreciate that, and it was actually a really good book. So I am excited to read the sequel. Then I read A Dream of Steam, and I gave it 3 stars. And here's the thing, in my opinion, I'm not a sailor. I don't know anything about boats. I don't know anything about like this, the ships and all that stuff. I don't know about that stuff. So like the storyline, while it wasn't a bad storyline, it was a pretty good storyline. I'm sorry if you're hearing my dog walk all around and eat constantly because she's just being really noisy. But anyways, but I don't know about all that stuff. So when it talked about that stuff, like the storyline was good, but then when it talked a lot about that stuff, like it just kind of like, it wasn't interesting to me. It was boring to me. Now, someone who's like into this type of story would probably really love it because the writer's style was good. It could have been a really good book for someone else, but it's just not my kind of book. So I just didn't love it. It's a historical fiction, which I've been appreciating lately, but This one just wasn't for me. It didn't hit that for me. But it wasn't a bad book, if that makes sense at all. So, A Dream of Steam by James W. Barrie. And then the fourth book that I just keep putting this in water. I need to clean off the counter. The fourth book that I read, I don't have with me because I finished it last night. I took it to work with me and I already loaned it out to someone. But the Cemetery Boy, Ensnare was 293 pages. A Dream of Steam was 338 pages. And I finished The Cemetery Boys, which was 288 pages. So I read a total, last week, I read a total of 1,109 pages. Not too shabby for 1 week, I don't think. So, because I also have a job, I did a lot of paintings, which I finished one and I'm super proud of it. I can grab it and show you really quick. It's for a little, a mom. It's of her little girl. I did this painting. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I did this for her. I still have to varnish it, which will make the colors like pop. And so I'm excited to put the varnish on it, but I love it. I think it turned out so cute. But anyway, so I finished that for her. And bottom line, I just had a lot of stuff that I had to do this week. So to still complete 4 books, I am happy with that. So today, that was all last week. So today I started the Arrowsmith Certainty Principle. I'm about, 135 pages in. I'm on chapter 31. There are 310 pages. So I'm somewhere close to, I'm almost halfway through. So it's okay. I'm not loving it. But I also picked up Crazy House because I think I might have told it in the last vlog. Well, first of all, this is one of the ones that my daughter picked out for me. And The Cemetery Boys, she also picked out for me. So Crazy House, I was able to find it on Libby, the audiobook, so I can listen while I'm doing other things when I can't physically read. And then sometimes if I actually want to physically read this, but I'm getting somewhat distracted, I can listen at the same time, and then that just helps me to stay focused a little bit. So I am pretty sure that by sometime tomorrow, I will have this one completed. And I don't know how far I got into this one because this one's more the priority for now because I have to write a review for it. It was one that was sent to me. So I want to make sure that I do finish that one. But this one is the one I'm actually like more wanting to read. So, because when reading becomes too much of a job, that just makes it not fun anymore. So that's where we're at so far. It was a long, crazy day at work. Mondays with kindergartners are often a little more crazy because that weekend has made them forget every rule that they've learned during the whole entire school year somehow. So anyways, so that's where we're at so far today. And I am going to talk to you later. Hello, it is Tuesday, March 19th. If you can hear my dishwasher in the background, I am sorry, but fact is, it is like 10:15. It's a really long day at work. And got home, did some laundry, cleaned up a little bit, sketched out a painting that I have to get finished that the evening, oh, my ear is red. The evening ended up being a lot busier than I thought because my plan was to come home, sketch the outline of the painting, get most of it painted, clean the house, do the laundry, do the dishes, read, all this good stuff. And I got home, I was probably home for 30 minutes, and got a phone call that I needed to go somewhere. So went out, did not get home until like 8:30 or 9. That didn't leave a lot of time to do much of what I needed. So I was able to straighten up the kitchen a little bit, do laundry, do the dishes, sketch the painting, and that's it. I didn't get to do any painting on it. And I didn't get to do any extra reading. Now, I'm planning on, when I get finished filming this little clip, because it's gonna have to be a short clip. I'm planning on laying in bed for a little while and trying to listen to the audiobook. I finished the Ara Smith, however it's supposed to be. I did finish that. I'm hoping to post a review tomorrow. And I did get started. I said yesterday, on yesterday's clip, I did say that I had started the Crazy House, and I got to read a little bit more of that today. I think I'm like 150 pages in, somewhere in there. So I'm going to read some more or listen to the audiobook of that some more tonight. But I literally got PJs on. I had my headphones ready to start listening to Crazy House. My husband's already asleep. I went in my room, went over to my side of the bed, went to move the cover, and went, oh, forgot to film anything. And it seems like every Tuesday, most Tuesdays anyways, I don't film anything. I always forget until I'm already in bed, and then I'm like, forget it now. But I remember this time. So I got back out of bed, came in the kitchen, which is the only room with somewhat okay lighting. So, like at night. So that's what I'm here to do. I did get, like I said, about 150 pages in on Crazy House. Hoping to finish that tomorrow. We will see. But I think that's the only thing that I have to say. That's the only update I have at this point. But I'm super enjoying Crazy House. It's not what I was thinking it was exactly. Like, I was picturing, like, you know, these days, like, a girl's sister goes missing or whatever. But it's actually set, like, okay, you know how, like, in the Hunger Games, they have different districts? Like, she's from District 12, I think. Well, in this, they have what they call cells. And, like, people live in different cells. And I don't know if any of the people at all, pretty much, like, if you've lived in one cell, it's like everyone in that cell is like completely Caucasian, and then in a whole different cell is African Americans and, you know, things like that. But they've never seen each other, you know, like majority of the people have never seen someone of a different race or a different cell. So I guess it's like set in the future. Like, there are no sicknesses or diseases or any kind of illnesses or anything in their cell, and like there's population control and all this kind of stuff. So it's completely not set from here. And like, as a matter of fact, at one part of the book, they're like reading something. Oh, my hair. At one part of the book, they're like reading something from like the past, and they're like, Baltimore, what is a Baltimore? You know, like, and they're like, this has to be fiction. It says it's a memoir, but this stuff can't be true. So clearly, you know, things from the nowadays are considered their past. So I was not aware that it was that kind of a book, but apparently it is. So that's interesting. Anyways, like I said, I'm somewhere about 150 pages or so in, and I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for a little bit more, but I'm pretty tired. It was a crazy, exhausting day. So I'm imagining I'm gonna fall asleep pretty quick tonight. Hopefully I will catch myself before I fall asleep with these in. But that is all I have for you right now. and I will talk to you later. Hello. Today is Thursday, March 21st. I did not record anything yesterday. I ran out of time, and then I went to bed and was like, shoot, I didn't record anything. But I had gotten a shower, my hair was a mess, and I was like, I'm just not going to. So I'll give you my update today. Yesterday I finished, let's see, Crazy House. Did I already tell you that I had finished The Cemetery Boys? I can't remember. If I didn't, I did finish that too. Let's see. Let me look at my calendar. So, well, yeah, of course I did, because it was on Sunday that I had finished the Cemetery Boys. And then Monday I started the Aerosmith or whatever it's called, and I finished that Tuesday. Monday I had also started Crazy House. I finished that yesterday. And then I had also started Indian Paintbrush yesterday and finished that today. So I have finished 3 books this week because I count Cemetery Boys for last week. So I have finished so far 3 books this week. I haven't picked up another one yet today because I'm not sure which one I want to read yet, but I will pick one up. But that means the Aerosmith was 354 pages. Crazy House was 351, and Indian Paintbrush was 414. So far that is 1,119 pages. So that's a good amount, and it's only Thursday. So I'm gonna read, hopefully start another one sometime today, and I'll have Thursday, or the rest of today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So hopefully I can get one more book done, but we'll see. I feel like that's all the update I have for you. I have not given a lot of updates lately, but Fridays are always my empty days, because I told you before, I work at a private school. We don't even have school on Fridays. We only have Monday through Thursday, which is beautiful because I get every Friday off. And I like to go to Burke's because I like to go to Burke's. Me and my daughter do that. Maybe we'll do another bookstore run. I don't know, but I always have a good day on Friday. So we will see. But anyways, that is all the update I have for you for now, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, I did receive these 2 books in the mail. Don't know anything about them. Haven't even read the back of them. No, nothing. But I have In the Shadow of War by Patrick M. Gary. In the summer of 1970, the Vietnam War came to tiny Corcoran, and so did Suzanne. So, and also Serpents of Old by Kirk Milson. Young mother disappears in an Arizona canyon. Something about the Utah desert. Ooh, redemption is led by Prophet Everett Devers, a charismatic giant of a flim-flam man whose 20 million land scam is jeopardized by Miguel's sudden interest in the area. We'll see. I don't know. Might be good, might be a flop. We will see. So I did receive these 2 in the mail Tuesday, I think. So that's where we are, and that is all I have to say right now. If I read anything else, I'll let you know. Talk to you later. Hello. Today is Saturday, March 23rd. And once again, I skipped another day. I didn't record anything yesterday. But, well, I was going to say not because I didn't read, but I didn't read yesterday. But that's not the reason I skipped. It's because I had a really fun day. I had a really productive, fun fun day. I did some more painting of one that, oh wow, excuse my hair. I did some more painting of a painting that I needed to get finished for a client. And then my daughter and I told you that we like to go like hang out and have fun on Friday. So we did a lot of that and it was great fun. So I started, let's see, well, you can't see it. I started Slide today. I've only read one chapter. So I'm, how many pages in? I'm 9 pages in. I finished 9 pages. I'm on page 10 now. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good. So far, she's had one sliding into someone's mind episode. And, I mean, it's one chapter. So, I think it's going to be pretty good. We will see. Would you like to see the painting I just finished? Let me grab it. Okay. So, this is the one that I just finished. It's a dad and his son. And what's so cool about this, like, I mean, I guess you could say cool, it's just different. I have never painted a tattoo yet before. And look, 2 tattoos, which I don't know why that was cool. It was just something I haven't done before yet. So anyways, this is the one I just finished yesterday. This is why I didn't do like any reading yesterday, because I had a lot of painting to do. And then fun time hanging out with my kids. So one more minute. Okay, so now I am just hanging out at home. Let me try to sit down so I'm not like, I'd rather not have to move the camera. Instead, I'm just gonna move me. So, okay, so I'm hanging out at home. I'm literally getting ready to make a PB&J sandwich for lunch. I mean, it's not really even lunchtime yet. It's 11. But when you wake up early, you have breakfast early, and then I'm used to at work. I've said before, I teach kindergarten, and we eat lunch. Sorry, I keep looking at my hair. Anyways, we eat lunch with our class. So, my class has lunch at 11. Therefore, by the time I get them settled down, situated, eating their lunch, I usually eat mine around 11:15. So, anyways, I always feel the need to like explain stuff, and you probably don't even care. But anyway, so I do plan on reading a lot, if not all, of Slide today. Slide is only, let's see, (250 pages. So it's a somewhat quick little book. But hopefully there's a lot of great, interesting things in this little book. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to make my sandwich. I'm going to read some more, and then I will check back in and let you know what I think of it so far. All right, talk to you later. Hello. It is now Sunday night, the 24th. It is now Sunday night, March 24th. And yesterday when I talked to you, I said that this is Slide. I don't know if you can tell. I took the cover off just because it's easier. But anyways, I told you yesterday that I was going to have this done by today, which I'm not. It is like almost 10:30. I'm going to read a little while longer, but I'll probably have to finish it in the morning. I mean, maybe if I get totally sucked in, which I'm kind of sucked in right now, but maybe I'll do my best to finish it tonight. I'm a little more than halfway through. It's 250 pages, and I'm on page 133, which is chapter 16. So I'm a little more than halfway through. So it was a big, busy weekend. My husband's birthday is actually this coming Wednesday, but we had a surprise party for him today. So, you know, like even some of his family, like his dad and brother that live all the way in Ohio, they all, or those two, like the whole family couldn't come, but his dad and one of his brothers came and surprised him even. So it was a good, very busy Sunday. So anyways, but this slide, I mean, it's not even a new book, but if you watched a previous video or if you heard at all, anyways, this copyright 2012. So, I mean, it's not a new book, but by any means, but, this is one of the ones that my daughter picked out at that used bookstore. And she picked out 3, and I have read 2 of them already and liked them both a lot. So this one is the one where this girl, V, everyone thinks she has narcolepsy, but what it is, when she falls asleep, she actually slides into someone else's mind, and like she sees what they're seeing. Like they don't know she's there, but like she sees what they're seeing, she sees what they're doing. And at this point of the book, she has witnessed a murder, and it's a murder of it's her sister. It's one of her sister's friends. So her sister Maddie, it's one of her friends, and I don't want to give it away. It's not who, this sounds bad to be like, it's not who I was hoping it was, but in all honesty, I had hopes of someone that I didn't, like one of her friends that I didn't really like, but it wasn't that friend. So, I mean, it's kind of a sad situation, but anyways, so that has happened at this point, and then more stuff has happened, but I don't want to give anything away. I will tomorrow, hopefully, when I discuss this book some more, like, because either way, if I don't finish it tonight, I will finish it tomorrow, probably before I talk to you at all about it. So anyways, at that point, I'll tell you more about it, and if people don't want to hear spoilers, they can skip. But this will be my last video for this reading vlog, which I plan to post tomorrow unless something happens, but I don't expect anything out of the ordinary to happen. So anyways, when I finish this book, it will be my 4th one of the week. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going to push really hard to finish it tonight. So it'll be my 4th one of the week. That's pretty good. And I believe it might be in here. I believe, yeah, I had totaled last week, or I mean, a couple days ago. I read The Arrowsmith, which was 354 pages, Crazy House, which was 351 pages, and Indian Paintbrush, which was 414, which is a total of 1,119 pages, plus this 250, which will make it 1,369 total pages read this week. Not too shabby. So, I will give you like the whole, what I thought of it, blah, 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 all that stuff. I will give you that in next week's vlog. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.